finished my classes for the day. I don't have rehearsal this afternoon, and I actually got released from Roll's class like 15 minutes early. So now I'm gonna go find myself a coffee shop. Actually, I know the one that I want to go to. I'm gonna go try out Shakespeare & Co. I pass it every day, and I see a lot of people come in the morning with cups from there. And I've never gone there, but it sounds like a cool place to hang out. I gotta edit last week's vlog, which is supposed to come out today at the time that I'm filming this. And then I'm either gonna go home and practice or go back over there and practice. I have to start learning Susanna and the Countess's or her excerpts, audition excerpts, whatever. I have to start learning them. Because my teacher told me to. No, that's the opera that my school's doing next year, so I'm gonna start learning that. I don't have the score, but I'm sure I can find something on IMSLP that'll work for now. But yeah, having it's nice to have a short day, like a genuinely short day every once in a while. And now, children, it is time for my least favorite part of editing a vlog, which is finding music and these weekly vlogs. Like this week's vlog, last week's vlog, rather, there's only 4 days, but like I still have to find 4 songs that I like, that work. I think like even the fact that I'm a musician makes this like 10 times harder. Not lying. Like you guys, so on the local train that I take into Manhattan, one of them, I take one train like literally probably like 20 stops because it's a local, which actually means this train stops every 5 blocks over 3 boroughs. Not kidding. That's the basic description for the R train, which I take every day. And so I oddly remember this morning, but like when I was a kid, I memorized like all the stops between Lexington Avenue, where I am right now, and home. And because I would get really impatient on this train, like if I went to work with my mom, I think this would have been at her old office, so this is irrelevant now. But anyway, and I would just be like, oh, okay, there's like 5 more stops, 3 more stops, whatever. And I like memorized it. Either I've forgotten or they've rerouted the R train. That's actually entirely possible. Because when there used to be a V train, which doesn't exist anymore, and they rerouted some trains. That's my train. Okay. Anyway, they rerouted some trains to make up for it. But anyway, like I was at the past few, I don't know, just since I've been taking it like every morning, I found myself being like, oh, we're almost in Manhattan. No, I'm not. Oh, no. Like so many times I'll be like, oh, are we at Lex? No, we're not. We're still in fucking Queens. Okay, so where I'm rehearsing and having class for my summer program is at Hunter College, which is on Lexington Avenue. It's 3 buildings, and they're connected by these walkways that go like through the buildings and over the street, so you don't have to actually go outside to go into another building. And I was just curious, like, because I figured out where one of the entrances to the walkways was. It wasn't too far from the space we're rehearsing in the building that's over there. I'm in like the building that's like 2 buildings over, and I got here in like a minute. I found like this really cool lounge. You guys, I'm like, I almost want to say like I wish we had something like this at Copeland, but like we would destroy this. I mean, we probably wouldn't, but if you've watched previous vlogs, you know what our lounge is put through. Anyway, I was just walking to be like, oh, maybe I'll take some cool pictures, and I did. Check out my Instagram. But like I was like, oh, I wonder where this goes, and then I was in like the walkway over there that leads from the building we normally rehearse in, and I was like, well, it just keeps going and it goes over here. And so I was like, well, what's over here? And I found this lounge, and like I've been here every day for 3 weeks, and I only just now found the lounge spot. Like, okay. We normally just eat lunch in this little like pseudo lounge area with very sad couches right outside the rehearsal rooms, which is fine, but like found this cool little spot. Okay, so I'm done with rehearsal for today. I'm just chilling in the shade for a second before I go down into the train, and by the way, I just saw a truck that says Ed Hardy Wines, which is thoroughly horrifying and reminds me of the worst parts of 2009. Anyway, So I had a good rehearsal. On Thursday, we are going to be rehearsing in costume, which is sure to be interesting. The nuns' costumes are, they have some weight to them, like they feel heavy, and there's a lot of pieces, and they're also, I'm gonna sweat in them, like there's a lot of layers, and they're rather thick layers. But yeah, I think we all need, want to get used to the feel of them, just, to have that weight of the costume on us, and where we're putting our hands with these big old sleeves, and our shoes are also like, we could possibly slip in them, so it'd be good to rehearse in those. But as of right now, by the way, I'm still wearing my rehearsal skirt because I was too lazy to go and change. Whatever, deal with it, all of Manhattan. Anyway, so I'm gonna make a supercut of how many times I say anyway in videos, because it's a lot. Anyway, I'm about to head home, and then I'm gonna film this Friday's video. I gotta finish writing that video on the train, and then I'm gonna shoot the post show, and then I'm gonna finish editing the vlog that was supposed to go out yesterday, because God help me, I can't get videos out on time because I suck. Guess who just managed to get on a downtown train instead of an uptown train? Hello Internet, so it's lunchtime. I am done with classes for the day, and we're almost done with classes for the program. This week is the last week of classes. It's the 4th week of the program. The program is 6 weeks, so next week is tech, and then the week after that is performances. Well, the end of tech and then performances, so oh my god. It's like it's flown by so fast. So this morning we had movement, we had our last movement class, we had our last roles class, which were both good, and it's just again, like it's passed by so fast and it's crazy. So yeah, I'm about to go get some food. I don't have anything to do until 6 for the master class, but I have to stop at CVS because my headphones broke and I ran out of BB cream this morning. So, when your life is just occasionally suddenly expensive because me. Hello Internet, it is once again the end of a very long day. I just left the masterclass with Stefano Mazzonis, so that was good. He was funny, a lot of good insight about, what general managers in opera houses are looking for and stuff like that. And yeah, I managed to finish editing the vlog that was supposed to go out on Monday, so when I get home I'm gonna try to render and get that video up. I edited a bit of Friday's video, and yeah, I made some progress on it. I'll probably be able to finish it sometime tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a coaching. No idea when I'm saying that, but I'll figure that out. And we're also rehearsing in costume for the first time, which is certainly going to be interesting because the costumes are heavy, surely going to be pretty hot under them. There's a lot of layers, and the room we rehearse in tends to get pretty hot, so that could be sweaty. And also, definitely gonna have to French braid my hair because there's no other logical way to make my hair fit under the headgear of the habit. So, although when I did Nonsense, it wasn't like a full helmet, it was like a thing that had to be pinned in like a million places. And it was funny because my friend Lindsay, there was like a brief moment in the show where she wasn't a nun, and I would pin her into her headgear of her habit at the beginning of the show, and then I would repin her into her headgear in the dark in like a minute, but between that number when she wasn't a nun and when she had to be a nun again. So I was her headgear buddy or her habit buddy. I don't remember what our term for it was, but I did that. But anyway, for that show we were able to put our hair in really low buns and then just pin around it, and it was fine. But for this, it goes all the way over my head, and when I went to my fitting, I had my hair in a ponytail, and they're like, I don't know why this isn't fitting, and I said, you are caught on my ponytail right now. So, like, I took my hair down, and it fit just fine. But, so while my hair does fit under it, if it's left down,
it'll probably just make me sweat even more if my hair is down under the habit. So I'm just gonna braid it, make my life easier, and hopefully a little bit less sweaty. So yeah, I'm on my way home. I'm tired, but I'm gonna still try to get that video up because it's already 2 days late. And yeah, talk to you tomorrow. Good morning, internet. So let's just talk about my hairstyle that I got going on right now. This is something I've probably not worn my hair like this in like 10 or 15 years, but I have to get my hair under the headgear of a nun's habit, and just you know, knowing how this costume is constructed, just French braiding it seemed like the best option for me because I got a lot of hair. And you know, I have to make it as small as possible, so I did that. I think this is like a trendy thing to do, like a trendy hairstyle. I don't know. What do I know? But yeah, this is not really me, but I did it for today because we're rehearsing in costume today. I'm also running late as shit. I mean, okay, I'm not really running late. I just don't have any time for the trains to be messed up, which means I'm like on the cusp of running late. I have an hour and a half to get to class this morning, which is still more time than I need to get there. I really only need 45 minutes door to door, but the MTA is a crock of shit, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm also like feeling my outfit today. Not really feeling my hair, but it at least keeps it off my face, I guess. So we just got done with rehearsal. I have sweat off a lot of my makeup. I'm gonna just touch it up in a minute before my coaching, because I have a coaching in like an hour. And we rehearsed in costume today, and it was fine. The costumes kind of feel like you're wearing a sleeping bag, and they're perfectly comfortable until it gets hot. And then they get really warm, and they stay really warm because it's hard to air out in something that has like several thick layers. But they're not uncomfortable. They certainly take a lot of getting used to, just to have stuff like under your chin and around your neck. And it doesn't so much restrict your movement as it just makes you have to really think about how you're moving, especially how you're moving your hands, because like to move them, there's like a cloak, so it's like if I want to move my hands in and out of like the cloak, if I want to put them at my sides, they're now under a layer of fabric, and I have to like fight through 2 other layers between that and the scapular to get my hand out. So it just makes you think about how you're moving. But that's what your costumes are gonna do in any show. It's just in a nun's habit, you're gonna think a little bit more because there's a lot more to grapple with. So braiding my hair worked. I found out that we're gonna have it's a little frizzy because I was sweating because it's hot in the it's not so much that I don't even know if it was hot in the rehearsal room today. It was just I was in a very heavy costume, but the braiding was a good idea. You know, my headpiece actually fit better today because my hair was pretty flat. And oh, by the way, check out the shattered practice room door. I don't know how well you can see that, but like, who got that frustrated that they just like kicked the wall and like shattered it? I mean, it's not like, I guess it's tempered glass, but it's like, so anyway, I'm gonna practice a little. I'm already warmed up, but I'm going to a coaching, and the coach, I've had one other coaching, it was and it was with the coach that's actually for SUOR, ANGELICA, and Gianni Schicchi, and we just ran through my parts and really quickly, and was like, all right, you know, gave me a few little pointers, and was just like, okay, otherwise, like, I think you're good to go. I was like, thank you, because I don't have very many solo lines in SUOR, ANGELICA, but today I'm coaching with the coach for Carmen, who they're assigning some people in SUOR, ANGELICA, and I guess Gianni Schicchi as well, to, because they're just like, oh, well, you guys need coaching. So like, all right, whatever. But because he doesn't have the score to SUOR, ANGELICA, I was told by my friend Maria that just to bring in some other rep. And that's what like the coach for SUOR, ANGELICA, and Gianni Schicchi said. He said, well, I think you're fine to go. Like, you don't have very many solo lines, but I think you're good to go. And but if you do get assigned to me again, just bring in like other arias you're working on. So today, I think, and I'm not working with him today, but I'm working with the other coach anyway. I'm gonna bring in a Beethoven aria, O wer ich schön mit dir vereint, from Fidelio. It's Marcelina's aria. I haven't sung it in a while. I had half a mind to just, wait, do I have it in this binder? If I don't, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh wait, no, I do! Just found it. Awesome. Okay.
I was about to have to, oh, I've been talking for 4 minutes. Okay, well, we're gonna keep talking anyway. But I haven't sung it in a while, but I almost thought like, oh, maybe I'll bring in Let the Bright Seraphim, because I've been studying it on and off. Like, my teacher gave it to me in the fall semester of last year, and it was more to like help me with like runs and stuff. It's like the hardest piece I've ever worked on, because it's just like, it sounds very fun when you listen to it, and then you try to sing it and you're just like, so I almost wanted to work on that, but I'm just like, I just don't feel like being tortured today. But I haven't sung this piece in a while, so I need to just review interpretation, where I'm breathing, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna go to my coaching, and then I'm gonna go home. And it also now occurs to me that I do not have a day off until Wednesday of next week. Happy Hell Week!
Hello guys, so it is the end of yet another long day. I'm walking down, well, I'm not going to walk all the way down to 42nd Street because I am currently on 65th Street and your girl's not about to walk 20 blocks, but I could have gotten on the 6th train back on 68th where I rehearse and I have class and I have my summer program, but I haven't been outside literally since this morning, so I just wanted to experience fresh air and all its glorious wonders. Because I haven't been outside like all day. I didn't leave the building for lunch. I just kind of went downstairs to get something to drink. I haven't left the building, so yay, air outside. But yeah, I'm gonna go down to 42nd Street. I figure I'll just walk as far as the next subway stop, which I believe is 59th Street. I don't know. I think I can get the express bus at either 55th or 42nd. I definitely get it at 42nd, so I might just go down to Grand Central and get it from there, because I know I definitely can get the bus from there. Taking the express bus because yesterday I had a 12-hour day. Today I was here from 10 to 6, and I don't think I have an exceptionally long day tomorrow, but I'm just like, I'm feeling a little worn, and I sung my ass off in my coaching. I'm feeling really energized too, because it was a good coaching. Sung some Beethoven, had fun, but yeah, that's a sign, honestly, that you're working with the right people for you, is if you leave your lessons and your coaching's feeling energized, which I do, which is lovely. And it's truly a privilege to be working with people, and this is like, just this coach first time I've worked with him was today, but I'm just saying, like, at Copeland and here, like, everybody I've worked with has left me feeling really energized and good about everything. So, and just, I don't know, I can't describe it, but performers, you know what I mean. So yeah, I might edit the rest of tomorrow's videos on the bus if I can, if my laptop has any battery. I haven't used it today, but sometimes it'll just like die in my bag, so it'll be on. I'll be like, but I don't know. But I think there's actually outlets on the express buses now, so we'll see. In a shocking turn of events, I'm running late this morning. Another thing they never tell you when you decide to become a performer, the day that you decide to make this your career, you will never have enough time for lunch again. So I just finished rehearsal for the day. We just did a run with the covers, but because I do not have a cover, if we run the show, I always have to sing it because there is nobody else who can sing Dolcina. There probably is, just not in the program. Like, there's many other people in the world, I'm sure, that can sing Dolcina, including the cover for, in the Angelica's cover, sung Dolcina before, so I'd just be like, hey, Lanisha, I don't feel like singing right now. I don't know. But yeah, so we actually have rehearsal tomorrow, so I literally don't have a day off until Wednesday, and I realized I've been a little lazy vlogging the past 2 days, and they've been more just like blabbery, but whatever. We also had like a makeup masterclass, which was really cool, but I also found out that like for the habits we're getting wig caps, but so he said, oh, pin curl your hair or wrap your hair, but I'm like, wrap your hair if it's long, and I'm like, I didn't get a chance to ask him, and I might just email him because I don't think I'm going to get a chance to ask him before dress rehearsal. I have to check if we're in full dress on Monday. I do not remember. I think Monday might just be tech. I don't know, but my hair is past my waist. Like, I'm donating it the day after or right after my contract's up. Like, I'm ready to cut it off. It's so long. So I'm just like, pin curling is really not going to work. I mean, I braided my hair the other day and it was fine, but I don't know if that'll be okay with him. So, because the guy that gave the masterclass is our makeup and wig designer, and he was super cool. It was a really cool class. Like, I love, you know, all of the master classes. I like the ones that are about singing and about performing, but it's almost like a special treat to get to see, to get to have a master class on something other than singing and performing, and I don't know, out of the usual. So unfortunately I can't go to the costume master class tomorrow because I'm in rehearsal, don't have a cover, we've gone over this. They're taking down a marquee. Okay, so I don't know, I'm good and tired, and it's so humid and so hot. It's just so gross, you guys. I bet you thought that this vlog was gonna end yesterday, but it's not, because I have rehearsal today on a Saturday, and hauling my ass into Manhattan on a Saturday morning is my personal idea of hell. But today's the first orchestra reading, so I always love like the first like Zither over, first time with the orchestra or the pit band. It's just like, and there's a train, I think, no, okay. They're just like, they're doing track work, so I can't, that's the express track, that's normally the express track, but as you can see, a whole bunch of crime scene tape. Not because like, you know, there's a crime down there, they're just fixing stuff, but weekends where all the trains are messed up, and I figured out that my normal express train is not running to Lexington Avenue, and there's another express train that I can take, but in the Manhattan World Trade Center bound direction, it's running local for quite a bit, so I'm like yesterday morning, I swear to God, I almost took a, well, here's the slowest moving R train in the city. Fun fact, earlier this week or last week, I like, between Queens Plaza and 59th Street on the R train. By the way, all of these, like all the R trains are like the trains from the 80s, they're super old. And they make like a ton of noise if they're like smashing through the tunnel, which they always are. But like, they normally come in much faster than this. Anyway, so normally the trains will speed up when they're under the East River because there's no stations. So they'll just like speed up and go like quasi-express. But I don't know if there's a subway tunnel speed limit, but whoever the conductor was on this train was definitely breaking it. Okay, so I'm home now. I am not sorry for the fact that you can hear the air conditioner, but I'm still like cooling down because it's a bajillion degrees outside. But rehearsal was really good. Again, it's always so cool to, you know, hear it for the first time with the orchestra or with the pit band or with whoever, like other than just a piano. So that was really cool. I was sitting behind the harp, which was really cool in the section that's right before like the last scene, that's between it's not right after Sense of Mama, whatever, it's like a long instrumental interlude, and our director Ian refers to it as the ballet sequence. And this foundation like makes me look like I have a bit of a tan, but I also never wear liquid foundation, but okay, that in a second. But anyway, I was sitting behind the harp, and the harp has the part that's like all the stars coming out at night, and it's just like, oh my god. And anyway, like this one interlude, it is like, it is so beautiful, and then to hear it with the orchestra and to hear it with that, with like right up close to the harp part, it's just like, oh. So that was great. And I tried out today. I bought a liquid foundation. If you know anything about me, I kind of hate wearing liquid foundations. I prefer BB cream. It's just lighter, and I just don't like wearing that much, especially during the summer. But I bought one because I mean I had run out of the one that I had probably had for years. Which is probably longer than you should ever keep a foundation, but whatever. For SUOR Angelica, we're wearing minimal makeup. I also tried to do like lighter brows today. I'm probably just gonna do like the brow tint thing, but I have one that's really messy though, so I've managed to make it work, but I have to like get better at it. And I don't know, I can't do like super bold brows or really any eye makeup. Like, it's supposed to look like we're not wearing makeup, and they said if you're comfortable not wearing makeup, don't wear makeup. And I'm just like, haha, who do you think I am?
So I tested out this foundation, and it's a pretty good color. It held up pretty well in the heat and in the heat and the sweat of the subway system, and also in the sweat of the rehearsal room. It's always pretty hot in there, but like today it was a little warm, and then we had the whole orchestra and the cast in there, so it was pretty steamy. But it looks pretty good. It isn't like oxidizing or anything, and it held up. I haven't repowdered it or anything, and well, that's also attributed to like my setting spray, which is, oh, it's right here. This one, it's the BH Cosmetics one. Highly recommend. Sponsor me. But yeah, now I'm gonna edit the post show, and by that I mean just sync the audio to it and call it a day. Sync the audio, do any color correction that I might need to do, and then call it a day, and then upload that. So yeah.